Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully, you're having a decent day. At least a decent Sunday. And the topic I'm talking about today, I didn't really want to wear a particular team for it because this is disturbing. I'm glad I don't go deep diving into the internet a lot of times. But before I get into this, if you are new to the channel and you love hockey, or if you're new to hockey in general, I'm very, very happy to have you here. I love having you all here. And if you enjoy the content, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to be notified anytime future videos are uploaded, you can tap that little bell, and it will notify you anytime future videos are uploaded. And like I said, I have a goal to see if I can get to 2,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is on September 8th. And I would really, really appreciate your guys' help to potentially get me there. And I would love to have you all here for the ride. So with that said, this intrigued me when I first saw, because Shannon did a video on this talking about this, and he's right on so many levels. Because I'm kind of the same way. Me and him are not that far off in age, and in a lot of ways he's so right. He said in his video, he's too old for the internet. Boy, I can be too sometimes. There's a lot of things that, I get online, and I might surf the internet. I'm looking at hockey stuff. I'm looking at, different hockey news. I might be, looking through Amazon, looking at stories, trying to do research for videos for the channel and stuff like that. Or or trying to, find hockey logos to save to my laptop and then upload into Cricut Design Space so I can make magnets for them. And finding out the materials that I need and all that. But then I see stuff like this. Now, there's a ton of social media apps out there. TikTok is one of them. I do not have TikTok. I do not ever plan to have TikTok because I have seen TikTok videos and no. I can't do it. I cannot do it. There are way too many odd people on TikTok. And, obviously I have a Facebook page. I only have one Facebook page. I don't have a separate Facebook page for the channel here. That could potentially change once I get my logos and everything figured out. I might do a separate Facebook page for the channel, but that might still be a little bit off. But I have my personal Facebook page, and it just even on like the Discord, I'm on a bunch of different Discord servers, and there's a lot of the Discord servers that I get into, and there's some that there's like a political Discord server, a Discord page. I don't get into those. I do not get into those because I've seen what is getting said there, and I'm like, no. I try to avoid that part at all costs. When it comes to Discord, I want to talk hockey, and that's it. Now, if it's got something to do, if there's something political that has to do with the sport of hockey, okay, fine. But if it's not hockey related, I don't want to delve into that whole political thing. Do I follow politics? Of course I do. How can you not? But you don't want to get into the whole, it gets ugly. Well, this got ugly. Now, Alex Wenberg of the Seattle Kraken he, it's weird. TikTok apparently has this section, because apparently TikTok does have a hockey community. And it says a special section of the hockey community is closely tied to something called BookTok. BookTok. Like TikTok, but talk. Not BookTok, not TALK. No, BookTok, TOK. And apparently this is where fans can basically create their own like, fictional stories about their favorite hockey players. And it gets a little, it can get pretty raunchy, very, very explicit. And Alex Winberg has been the target of this. And it's just, I mean, apparently he's a decent looking guy. I've seen Alex Winberg on the ice. I look at him, I'm like, he's a good player. I'm not looking at him like, wow, that's a good looking guy. He might be a good looking guy. I've seen him. He's not he's not like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, but I don't look at hockey players like that. But it's just, there's been fans on this BookTok thing, which is a part of TikTok, that have been very, very explicit things have been directed toward him, and it's now crossed over to his family, his wife, where it's just, it's not good. And yes, he is being sexually harassed, and his wife has come out and said, enough, this has got to stop. And it said, and he actually says, and this is a statement from him talking about the whole thing, because not only has it come over to his family, the harassment that he's got, it's coming to his family and their child. People are saying, just going on his personal pages and just saying horrible things about his wife and his kid. No, you didn't. No, don't do that. How? Oh God. I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a runny nose, but oh my goodness, and an itchy nose. Good grief, though. This is one of the reasons why there's so many different, like, internet apps I do not have, and TikTok is one of them, and this is some of the reason why. Because he said, over the last couple days, me and especially my wife have been getting lots of criticism about speaking up on sexual harassment on TikTok. Apparently that's a big thing on TikTok right now. And again, another reason why I stay off of TikTok. And he said, as someone who's been media trained my whole career, of course, because he's a professional hockey player, he's been playing hockey his whole career, so, good most of his life. So he's been there and done this. He knows how to do, like you said, he's been media trained. He's been taught, it says, I've been taught to bite my tongue and leave it instead of making a statement. But it has gone too far for me to stay quiet. Can't blame him on this one. When people post vile comments on my wife's Instagram and on photos of our child, yeah, that's too far. That is too far, and you do have to come out and say something. You can't bite your tongue on that. It's one thing if they're going after him, but now you're going after his wife and you're going after his kid? No. Nope. Because I'll tell you what, I mean, I'm not a professional hockey player. I'm not in professional sports. Never have been. Love the sport of hockey. Played it. Was never really that good. I would not, I've never been in a situation like that. But we've all had situations. And I know if this happened to me, where somebody went and, because I've had a friend, I had one of my best friends. He some dude went and called the gal he was dating at the time. He called her the C word right in front of him. What did he do? He decked him. I would do that too. If somebody went and wanted to throw out derogatory remarks at my wife, or tried to get physical or something with my wife, or do the same to my stepdaughter. Oh, no. Nope. That is where I will step in and I will be like, oh, hell no. So I don't blame him at all for getting involved in this and not biting his tongue. And good for him. Because, it goes on here. The reason my wife said something and not me is simply she does it better. She does it and more bravely than me. So she's the one who stepped out initially and said, "Okay, this is a little bit too far. I'm not comfortable with all this." Understandable. And he continued and said, "I'm all for the BookTok community to write books and fiction about hockey," which is awesome. You want to write books. I mean, anything hockey related. I love anything hockey related. So if you want to write a fan fiction book about hockey, go nuts. Hopefully it's pretty good. And if it's pretty good, who knows? I might read it. But, and like you said, he said, he's all for the BookTok community to write books and fiction about hockey, but the aggressive language about real life players is just too much. And he's 100% right on that. It just, there's a line. There is a line. And you just, when you get, and it's one thing, like you said, it's one thing if you're saying it about him, but when you start coming after, when it goes beyond him, when the comments start going against his wife and his kids, that's where the line, that's where that line is now crossed. And now this is where this kind of situation happens. And it said it has turned into a daily and weekly comments on our personal social media. So he's getting so he and his family are now getting attacked verbally and aggressively with language and all that on their own personal media pages. Now, I've never been necessarily personally attacked on my Facebook page. Nobody's ever come out and said, oh, I'm gonna kick your backside and this, that, and the other. Never really gone that far. I've seen that on Twitter. I have a Twitter account, or I guess it's called X now. I have one of those. I don't really use it. I follow hockey pages. I've commented on different tweets from fanatics, from the Fanatics Sucks page. But there's not a whole ton of people that I follow on there. Most of the people that I follow, they're hockey accounts. And if it's not hockey related, again, I don't look into the political things and all that. I don't really get into that on Twitter or X. I have Instagram. Again, Instagram for me, hockey. I follow hockey accounts. I put, I might put, I might, probably say on Facebook, if I have a new video that's uploaded, which that's another thing I keep forgetting about. When I go and I upload a new video, I keep forgetting to put it out there that I have a video out, I have a new video out on Instagram and Facebook. You put it on Instagram, it links to Facebook, so it goes to both. But you can't post the link to the video on Instagram. So, you can only really post the link in Facebook. But I forget to do that all the time. Because, I just, I space it. But when you're attacking a player and you're attacking his family online, that can't happen. It just can't. And he said, this is not something we support or want our child to grow up with. All we ask is a little respect and common sense regarding moving forward. We can all take a joke and funny comments, but when it turns to personal, when it turns personal and into something bigger that affects our family, we need to tell you that we've had enough. Enough of the sexual harassment and harassment of our character and our relationship. Thank you for understanding, Alex Wenberg. Exactly. It's one thing if you're, like I said, we can all take a joke. We can all take jokes. We like funny comments. Funny haha. Not funny that's going to make somebody offended or, granted, people are too flippin' offended nowadays anyway. But, we can all take a joke. We like jokes. I love jokes. I love laughing. My favorite genre of like films and stuff are comedies. I've always enjoyed laughing. Stand-up comedy is, I love that stuff. Because I could be having the worst day in the world. I could turn on one of them and it helps. But, and it's another reason why I don't have TikTok. And apparently, the Seattle Kraken the Seattle Kraken have kind of encouraged this kind of stuff. And I don't think they've encouraged it, intentionally, but I think, they've kind of they've kind of intentionally, spurred it, because they like people, hey, we love, hey, it's great that you love our players and this, that, and the other, so we'll do, we'll mention you or something, or, hey, we'll send you a piece of merchandise, or we'll send you a jersey, or we'll send something. That doesn't put them in the best light at all either. That's a bad thing. That's not a good thing for the Seattle Kraken as an organization to do. So, hopefully, now if the Kraken as an organization know how this has gone, hopefully they'll go and say, okay, that's enough, hopefully. But yeah, this is another reason why I just, online, some of this stuff is just, oh, wow. Again, it's another reason why I don't have TikTok. I don't have TikTok. I try to make sure that my stepdaughter does not have TikTok. My stepniece, that she does not have TikTok. Now, granted, my stepniece is 13. So, it's, and my stepdaughter is 11. Gonna be 12 soon. Try to make sure that we keep her off TikTok. She does not have her own Facebook page. She watches like YouTube and stuff. Unfortunately, she doesn't watch her dad. She doesn't really watch her dad. She likes watching, stuff like Spy Ninjas and all this other, all these other, things that, we try to kind of keep an eye on, to kind of make sure that, it's not, that it's all above board. But yeah, I mean, when you start going over the line and getting into, the family and all that, and the kid, no, you can't do that. That's over the line. And hopefully this stuff ends. Hopefully, especially now that him and his wife have both come out and have said, all right, enough. You want to make fan fiction books about hockey players, by all means, go ahead. But don't do that. Don't do the whole, don't do the, the explicit, the explicit, comments. And I've never seen one of these either, because I know Shannon mentioned it in his video. Hockey romance books? People are making hockey romance books. I've never seen one. And honestly, knowing a little bit more about this, I don't think I would want to. I really don't think I would want to. I mean, if it's clean, okay. I mean, it's crazy enough that we just, because I did a video recently talking about Tyler Sagan and his new wife, and how his now wife, what his wife did to get him, basically stalking him on social media, creating fake accounts and all that. And somehow he I guess liked it and thought, okay, well, I'll date her, and now they're married. I don't know why. I don't see the appeal there. I just see some potential, full-on psycho vibes there. But that's it. That's them. That's what they want. I mean, hopefully they have a good. I wish them all the best. But like with stuff like this, and what was going on with Alex Wenberg, hopefully now that he's come out and made a statement, hopefully it kind of stops. But it is the internet, and it is TikTok, and it wouldn't surprise me now that people know, oh, this has gotten under their skin, if they continue it. And I hope they don't, because it's not respectful. It's not funny. Some of that can get on the border of being dangerous, to where he might have to have, he and his family then potentially, with some of these crazies out there, if there's a couple of crazies on TikTok that are doing this, or BookTok, they might have to hire private security. They might have to do something. And I hope they don't have to do that. I really hope they don't. But hopefully this, puts an end to it all. Hopefully. Like I said, hopefully. But I don't know. There's a bunch of crazy people out there on the internet, and I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think some of these guys on these gals, I'm guessing, on BookTok, have they gone over the line? Do you think they gone over the line? Some people might think, no, that's perfectly fine. When it comes to then, attacking and insulting, his wife and his child, that to me is where that's where the line is crossed. And yeah, to me, you don't do that. You want to do that with him, okay, fine. Leave the family out of it. Leave the wife and kid out of it. But it's the internet. People on the internet, they do what they do. So let me know what you guys think. again, I hope this puts an end. I hope this stops. I hope to not hear that this has gone like further. But who knows? Let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully you're able to make it all the way through. And yeah. And also in the comments, have any of you guys been in situations like this? Has this happened? Has this stuff happened to you? You know, have you had, you know, people that have made comments about you, but then have gone after, you know, either, you know, your wife, your girlfriend, or any other member of your family? Has that happened to you guys? Hopefully not. But if it has, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. Again, hit like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.